This is a pretty interesting DeWALT accessory that I can highly recommend. It turns any regular 20 volts DeWALT battery into a USB Type-C power delivery battery bank with a USB Type-A port that can be used at the same time. This USB-C port is a bidirectional port, which means it can be used to charge and discharge 20 volts battery pack, or use the battery pack to charge MacBooks. Battery is at 6.1% recorded using the GoPro. We can see the charging power output. In this time lapse, the DeWALT 6 amp battery is charging my MacBook Pro 16-inch with M1 Pro chip. The power output peaked at around 90 watts and it was able to sustain that for about 30 minutes. It took 1 hour and 40 minutes to bring the laptop battery from 6% to 95%. After 1 hour and 37 minutes, it's 94.8%, 15 watts. It died. 1 hour and 40 minutes. Based on this test, we can see the DeWALT charger is 71% efficient. Here's the breakdown. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. The MacBook Pro 16-inch battery capacity is 99.8 watt-hour. However, the laptop is 1 year old, so it only has 96% of its originally designed capacity, which is 95.8 watt-hour. As the laptop gained 89%, which is 85.26 watt-hour, divided by the DeWALT 120 watt-hour 6 amp battery, that is 71%. Okay, let's recharge it. It took 1 hour and 13 minutes to fully recharge this depleted 6 amp battery. I measured 97 watts input. Make sure to use a DeWALT original USB-C cable and a 100 watts charger. I measured 192 degrees Fahrenheit maximum internal temperature using the thermal imaging camera. The room temperature was around 72 degrees. It's fully charged. Input is 0.7 watt. In my second test, it took 50 minutes to fully recharge a 2 amp battery due to its limited power intake. For other small electronics such as an iPhone using its USB Type-A output, it comes with a 100 watts USB-C cable, but the only drawback is that it comes with a 65 watts power adapter. Therefore, it's a good idea to use a 100 watts charger instead of this 65 watts. Although it consumes 74 watts, the input here is only 66 watts. If we change it to a 100 watts charger from basis, you can see there is a dramatic increase. So to fully take advantage of its massive 100 watts input, using a high power charger is needed, although it shows 96 watts. It's worth mentioning that it supports pass-through charging. The USB Type-A port can be used when the battery is getting recharged. There are two LED light indicators. The first one is flashing, which means stage 1 bulk charging is in process. When this one is solid and the next light will be flashing, it means stage 2, which is slower. When the pack is charged, it will display 2 solid LEDs. When there is an arrow or cold-hot delayed to protect the battery bank, when it's too hot, it will let it cool down first. I think this light will also be blinking. I can imagine this adapter being very useful in off-grid situation if I have a solar panel that supports power delivery at outputting PD 20 volts. Then I will be able to charge this battery pack without any AC inverter or any power station with the AC output. And this is a super compact setup. USB-C port is charging, it's occupied, it cannot charge any power delivery USB-C devices. Only USB Type-A output is available. These output specs says 5 volts, 2.4 amps for the USB-A, so that's 12 watts of output. Looks like there are two mounting options, belt clip or mounting on the wall using a screw or nail, the keyhole mount.